All right, guys. Hi, and welcome to Friday's uh, yoga body blast routine. Being that it's the end of the week, Friday's routines, hopefully you've done the Monday routine, which this week was more of an introduction. And then if you were not able to join me for the Wednesday live class, that's fine. I sent you a link. So hopefully you were able to pull that up and follow along. And then yesterday, I sent you like a challenging bonus routine. So hopefully you've worked hard all week. And now that it's Friday, I want to make the Friday routines more about relaxing and kind of settling into the body and just kind of stretching and focusing on breath. So with that said, go ahead and sit on your mat. Get comfortable in your space. And if it hurts your knees to sit cross-legged, that is okay. You can always extend your legs out in front of you. So whatever feels good for you, whatever is comfortable. And we're going to start with just some breathing. So take a big breath in through your nose. And then you kind of want to hold the breath for just a few seconds and then release it again out through the nose. And relax. So breathe again in through the nostrils. Holding it at the top of the breath. And then exhale. Feeling your body start to relax. Let's do it one more time. Breathing in through the nose. Hold it. And relax on the exhalation. So continuing that pattern, we're going to start to engage more of the core muscles. So I want you to take your hands and kind of place them on your rib cage. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Make sure you're not tensing them up. And again, you're going to take a big breath in. But this time as you inhale through the nose, I want you to imagine like opening up through the ribs. So really expanding through the rib cage, holding the breath. And then on the exhalation, imagine taking your hands and pulling your ribs in. So you're breathing all the air out. And you're squeezing all the muscles in together towards the belly button. So inhale, open through the ribs. Exhale, contract. Gently squeezing the ribs in together. And again, big breath in. Exhale, release. Pull all the muscles in. So you're sucking your belly in. And again, inhale. Exhale. And one more time. Breathing in. And exhale. And relax. Let the hands just sit on your thighs or your knees. From here, we're going to inhale both arms up overhead. Press the palms together. And then exhale, bring the hands to the chest and interlock the fingers and press them out. You can even take your gaze down towards the mat. So you're really just kind of opening up through the back. And then inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. We're going to inhale the right arm up. And then exhale, and just kind of reach that arm up towards the ceiling. So you want to keep both of your hips pressed into the mat, keeping your shoulder relaxed and set inside the shoulder joint. But at the same time, reaching the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And you can take your gaze up towards the ceiling as well if that feels good. So opening up through the rib cage. And gently come back to center and relax. We'll switch sides. So inhale, arm up, and then exhale, reach. And just kind of allow yourself to really sit in this pose, all right? So Friday, it's the end of the week. We've worked hard all week. We get to kind of relax and soak in the benefits of all that hard work. Come up and relax. Roll the shoulders back 3 times. So 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale both of the arms together again. Press the palms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Interlock the fingers and then round through the spine. Hold it here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, both arms down. This time, inhale, right arm up. And exhale, take that arm slightly over the body. Now you can continue to keep your gaze on me, or if it feels good, take your gaze up towards the ceiling and just really feel that stretch all along the side of the body. And then when you're ready, come on up and switch. So inhale, lift, exhale, reach over, pressing both of those hips into the floor. Inhale, come up and relax, adding on. So inhale, both arms overhead. On the exhalation, we're going to twist over to the right. So you're going to take that front arm to your thigh and then give yourself a good twist. So take your gaze over that back shoulder and hold it here. And then inhale, both arms come to center. And then exhale, twist over to the other side. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Press the palms together. Exhale, hands to the chest. Interlock the fingers, round through the shoulders. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms down, slowly. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, over. Inhale, lift and release and switch. So inhale, lift. Exhale, over. Inhale, lift and release. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist over to the right. Give yourself that good spinal rotation. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, over to the other side. And one more time. Come to center. Inhale, both arms overhead. Press the palms together. Exhale slowly. Interlock the fingers. Round through the back. Pressing the hands out. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, both arms. Let them gently come to the floor. Inhale, the right arm up. Exhale, over. Inhale, up. And switch. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, twist to the left. And inhale, both arms up. This time on the exhalation, take your hands back behind you. Interlock the fingers if you can, and then press the arms down and away. So this really forces your shoulders to kind of sink down, and it also forces your chest to open up. So we're going to hold this for a few breaths. If it feels good to take your gaze up, that's fine. So just kind of counteracting what we did and giving ourselves a chance to really open up through the chest. And when you're ready, relax. Roll the shoulders forward 3 times now. 3, 2, and 1. Now shake out the fingers here and press your arms out in front of me. Notice how my palms are like open, open, open. So you're really stretching through the fingers with all of those down dogs. I know our wrists get really tight, and we're working those muscles in the fingers. So stretch and then shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And do it again. So stretch through the fingers and shake it out. When my son was little, he was really into Avatar, The Last Airbender. So he wanted to be an airbender. So every time I do this, I think of my son, like 5 or 6 years old, like trying to shoot superpowers out through his hands. So that's the visual that I use when I cue in my classes when I do this. So imagine that you're shooting superpowers out through your fingers and relax and shake it all out. All right, excellent. So go ahead and transition now into an all fours position. So we're going to go into all fours. Make sure that the hands are right under the shoulders, knees under the hips. If you need to grab a quick drink of water or just kind of adjust your pants, which I always have to, and then come into that position. So make sure that the spine, right, is in alignment. So every vertebrae is lined up with the vertebrae on top and the vertebrae on bottom. And then just like we did in the beginning of the class, we're going to do some of that diaphragmatic breathing. So I want you to take a big breath in. Imagine opening up the ribs. And then on the exhale, pull everything in tight towards the belly button. And again, big breath in. Open the ribs and exhale. Pull everything up towards the spine and towards the belly button. And one more time, big breath in. Exhale, pull it all in. And we're going to continue that as we go through some of these moves. So now I want you to take a big breath in. And then on the exhale, take that front leg and just kind of reach it out. And we're going to hold it here. So again, try to stay relaxed in the shoulders. Don't sink into them like this. Stay up and lifted. Big breath in. And big breath out. Contract through the core. And again, big breath in, big breath out. Now on the last breath, if you want to challenge yourself, take that opposite arm out in front of you. So hold it, inhale, and exhale. Keep the leg extended as you drop the arm. So next week, I do want to go into some push-ups. So we're going to go ahead and kind of work on strengthening that upper body. So in this position, try to keep your leg lifted. I want you to kind of come down as far as you can and then lift up, right? So bring the chest in. Even if you can just come down an inch or so, that's fine. And then lift up. We're going to do it one more time. So come down and lift up. Drop that leg and sit back into a child's pose. Forehead to the floor and just let your body relax. So we're not relaxing for too long. We're going to come right back up and repeat this on the other side. So now take the back leg and lift it up. Make sure you're adjusted right. So the weight is spread evenly between the right and the left hands. So you're not sinking all into one side. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lift up out of the arms. Again, big breath in. Lifting up out of the arms while pressing all of those fingers into the mat. And one more time, big breath in and exhale. Keeping that back leg lifted, we're going to do 3 of those modified push-ups. So inhale and then exhale, bring the chest to the floor, as close to the floor as you can, and then lift up, really squeezing the triceps there. Again, come forward, lift up, and one more time. And even if you can just bend just a little bit, that is okay. Lift, and then bring that knee in. Sit back into child's pose. Take a big breath in here, and a big breath out. And really sink into the pose. So let yourself completely relax. And then come up onto all fours one more time. But this time we're going to go ahead and shift our hips forward. Come all the way to the mat, okay? And then bring the elbows down onto the mat, hands are out in front of you. So kind of like a sphinx pose here. We're going to go ahead and lift the chin and the chest, all right, and just come up and hold it. Now, if this is too much for you, that's fine. You can drop the elbows to the mat and you can just hold it right here. So what we're doing here is opening up the spine. So we're giving our lower back the opportunity to create space in that area. So whether you lift a lot, you squat heavy, whether you run, or whether you're even just like at a desk job for 8 hours a day, all of these activities put a lot of weight and pressure on that lumbar area in the spine. So this kind of just reverses the movement, opens up that part of the body, and creates a little space back there, because we don't often have a lot of opportunities to do this, right, throughout our daily lives. So just kind of hold it here. I tend to get bored, so I start to play with my toes, but you don't have to do that. Big breath in. Big breath out. Really enjoy the way it feels to open up your lower back. Big breath in. And big breath out. Gently come to the mat. Place your hands under the shoulders. Lift all the way up onto all fours. And once again, just kind of align yourself here, because we're going to do another spinal rotation. This is also a really good stretch for the shoulders. So it's called threading the needle. So we're going to take that back arm and lift it up. And then we're going to exhale and bring that back arm underneath the body and behind that front arm. Bring it all the way through and let the head and neck rest onto the mat. And then you're just going to hold it here. So again, you can kind of adjust the body as needed to get the full effects of that stretch. Everybody's different. So everybody might need to kind of adjust a little differently, and that's okay. And again, big breath in here. Exhale, contract through the core. And then when you're ready, come on up. And we're going to switch over to the other side. So now you lift the front arm up. And when you're ready, take it underneath and through, coming all the way through, letting the ear drop to the floor, and hold it here. So you can feel this in the back of that shoulder. You might also feel it in the back, because you're giving yourself a good spinal rotation here as well. But just kind of sit into it. Enjoy this, breathing. And then come back to center. Readjust yourself. Tuck your toes underneath, because we're going to go up into an upward dog really quick, just to kind of stretch the back of the legs. Hold it here. You can kind of bend the knees, come up onto the toes, walk the feet, whatever feels good for you. And once again, when you're ready, bring the knees to the mat, and then sit the hips back onto the heels. Okay, so we're going to finish out with a nice stretch for the back of the legs. So go ahead and extend your legs out in front of us. We're going to inhale both arms up, and then exhale, just kind of lean forward. So we haven't done anything to like really bring the heart rate up today. So the legs might be a little stiff, and that's okay. You'll notice that you can't lean as far forward when your body is not heated up through exercise. And that's okay. That's okay. So sit up nice and tall. This time, take the right foot and just kind of place it on top of the left foot. And again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward, and then reach for the toes if you can. If not, placing the hands along the thigh or the shin is fine as well. Try to keep the back straight, so you don't want to round out through the spine. And then inhale, arms up, and switch. When you're ready, lean forward. Again, big breath in here. And big breath out. This little routine would be perfect to do at the end of a long day. So right before you go to bed, that way you really just kind of shaking out any tension that you might be holding in your neck, in your shoulders, in your back. Inhale, arms up, uncross, and just release here. So shake out the legs. Take your hands back behind you and then lift the knees up. Notice how my feet are shoulder width apart. One last move here, just for hip mobility. We're going to rock the knees over to the right, bring them up, rock them to the left. So to the right and to the left, and to the right and to the left. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the soles of the feet together. Sit up nice and tall. You can place your hands on your ankles. And then take another big breath in. And a big breath out. Now that we're at the end of the class, I want you to breathe in. And on the exhalation, I want you to exhale through the mouth. Blowing all the air out, releasing any tension you might be holding on to. So inhale, exhale, and one more time. Big breath in. Big breath out. And release. Find a comfortable spot. Go ahead and let your right ear just kind of fall over to the right shoulder. Inhaling here. And then on the exhalation, take your chin down towards the chest. Just kind of roll the head around over to the other side. Hold it, inhale here. Exhale. Let the chin fall to the chest. Hold it in the center. And then slowly lift it up. And bring your arms up overhead. Press the palms together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bow forward, sealing the practice for today. Give yourself just a second here to be proud of yourself for getting through the week, doing all of the workouts this week. And with that, guys, blessings and namaste. I look forward to seeing you guys soon in our one-on-one consultations. And stay tuned because I will be sending you more stuff next week for week 2. Bye.